Well, I have worked with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. I've worked with them with a number of research and science teams. I've worked with a customer service team that is a subsidiary of Federal Express. And I also have worked with a number of nonprofits, the YWCA, a group called Kids Grow, and another United Way organization. I think that the main profile would be divided into two parts, if you will. The first profile would be a team that is looking to create a higher level of performance. The team is already performing well, they're doing okay, but their sponsor has said, I know they can do better. I know they can bring me something that's a real wow. So in getting to that higher level of performance is what I focus on. The other profile would be teams that are already together and they're working, but for some reason their sponsor has decided that they are not working to their best advantage, or that there may even be some team dynamics that are keeping them from performing well. So in that case, I call those teams that are in disarray. And I go in and do an assessment, maybe interview the team members and find out what might be working well and what areas really need to be tightened up, and then help them to come up with the solutions so that they can be more successful.
Now you use the word sponsor. Is that sort of another term that you have for supervisor, or?
Well, it could be. A team sponsor is someone who has chartered the team or pulled the team together. It could be a supervisor, but it could also be someone who has pulled that team together to work outside their daily routine. So I could call it a team champion, someone who advocates for resources for that team, or it could be just a team sponsor, could be a supervisor. But whoever pulled that team together so that they can work on a particular project.
Now, who typically comes to you? Is it the team sponsor who seeks out your help, or who are you usually engaged by?
I am usually engaged by any one of the above. It could be the team sponsor. It could be the team lead. It could be one of the team members. In one particular case, a team member came to me. It was a 16-person team, and one of the team members came to me and said, the team is not doing well. And I said, what do you mean? And the team member said, actually, we're not playing well together, and I don't know how to help this situation. So I approached the team lead, who referred me to the team sponsor, and I told the story, and we worked out a way that I could work with the team for a couple of months, and they were able to achieve their goals and objectives. And actually, we sunset the team earlier than was anticipated. Sunsetting a team means that the team has achieved its goals, it has reached its objectives, and so we do an orderly closeout. If it's nothing more than having a party.
It's interesting that you, I would have thought when you talk about your training and your expertise that perhaps you would just sort of parachute in for maybe a day or two or maybe a week tops. But you said a couple of months, so your whole toolbox can go really as long as the client may need you.
That is exactly right. It depends on the goals and objectives of the team. Some teams work on long-term projects that may be 3 months or 6 months long, and I can go in and work with them once a week or once every other week, or just come in once a month and do kind of a team checkup. How are you doing? What areas you might you need some help with? Do you have any successes? Are there any areas that you really need to take a second look at in terms of team performance, team dynamics? I am not involved in the content of what the team is working on. I am more involved and more interested and committed to the team dynamics, making sure that we get the best from that team.
There are many corporate trainers, some who are very good. Talk about how you are different and offer something additional in terms of training space and a place to meet.
Well, one of the things that makes me a little different from other trainers is that I am extremely outcome oriented. I would characterize that by saying I offer just-in-time training, and I also make sure that those who participate in training have something that they can use the next day. So when they return to their work sites, they have what they need to put in place starting the next day. It's not necessarily long-term training. It is much more focused on what are we going to do tomorrow. That's different than what we have been doing. What skills have we gotten today that we can apply tomorrow? So it is very focused training. I believe that our training facility is unique in that it is flexible space. It is highly adaptable to many different configurations. For example, we can accommodate training that is laptop based or PC based. We can also accommodate training that is done in small subgroups of 3 to 5 people. The space again is flexible. We can set it up either auditorium style, classroom style, theater style, and we have most, if not all, of the audiovisual support equipment that would be needed to make the training effective and fun and useful, and not the arduous process that some employees are accustomed to.
And another thing